You unlock the front door after a long day at work. You step inside and immediately you see it. A shredded pillow, a ruined pair of expensive shoes, or maybe a puddle on the living room rug. You let out a heavy sigh. You look across the room and there is your dog. Their head is lowered. Their ears are pinned flat against their skull. They are avoiding your eyes, maybe slowly wagging the tip of their tail low to the ground. You point at the mess and say, "What did you do?" You know you did something wrong. And looking at their face, it's impossible to deny it. They look incredibly, undeniably guilty. But what if I told you that your human brain is completely deceiving you? Welcome to VitaSpan, where we decode the silent language of your pets to help them live longer, healthier lives. Today, we are breaking down one of the most toxic myths in pet ownership. Because that look on your dog's face, it isn't guilt. It isn't an apology. It is pure, unadulterated terror. And the way you react in this exact moment might be quietly shortening their lifespan. We love to humanize our dogs. We want to believe they have the same complex moral compass that we do. But science tells a completely different and heartbreaking story. In a famous study conducted by animal behaviorist Dr. Alexandra Horowitz, owners were asked to leave a room after telling their dogs not to eat a treat. Some dogs ate the treat and some didn't. But here is where it gets fascinating. When the owners returned, they were secretly told by researchers to scold their dogs, regardless of whether the dog actually ate the treat or not. The result? The dogs who were entirely innocent, who never touched the treat, displayed the exact same guilty look when scolded as the dogs who actually misbehaved. In fact, the innocent dogs who were scolded strictly looked more guilty than the ones who actually broke the rule. The conclusion was undeniable. The guilty look has absolutely nothing to do with what the dog did. It is a direct, immediate reaction to you, to your tone of voice, to the tension in your shoulders, to the anger in your eyes. What you are calling guilt is actually a survival mechanism known in veterinary behavior as appeasement. Dogs are pack animals, deeply sensitive to conflict. When they see a larger, more powerful member of the family, you, becoming angry or unpredictable, their ancient instincts kick in. They need to de-escalate the threat before they get hurt. So, they deploy a specific set of microsignals. They pin their ears back to protect them. They lower their head to make themselves look smaller and less threatening. They show whale eye, where you can see the whites of their eyes, because they are staring at you nervously without turning their head. They might lick their lips or yawn. In human language, they are not saying, "I am so sorry I chewed your shoe 3 hours ago." They are saying, "You are terrifying right now. Please don't hurt me. Please calm down." And this complete disconnect in communication is where the real physical damage begins. You see, dogs live entirely in the present moment. Their associative memory is incredibly short, usually about 2 to 3 seconds. If your dog chews up a pillow at 2 p.m. and you come home and yell at them at 5 p.m., they do not connect your anger to the pillow. It is physically impossible for their brain to make that leap across time. You point at the mess, you shove the ruined shoe in their face, and you yell. But in your dog's mind, you are just a completely unpredictable, terrifying force that walked through the front door and exploded for absolutely no reason. And if this happens regularly, it doesn't teach them to stop chewing. It teaches them that your arrival is dangerous. This is where behavioral misunderstanding becomes a serious medical issue. When a dog lives in a state of chronic anxiety, never knowing when their beloved owner is going to suddenly turn angry, their body is constantly flooded with the stress hormone, cortisol. In small bursts, cortisol helps animals survive emergencies. But when a dog experiences chronic, low-level stress from unpredictable punishments, that cortisol becomes poison. Veterinary studies have shown that chronic stress literally suppresses a dog's immune system. It makes them far more susceptible to infections. It disrupts their digestion, leading to chronic diarrhea or weight loss. It increases their heart rate and blood pressure, putting immense strain on their cardiovascular system over time. By constantly triggering their appeasement behavior, by forcing them to look guilty, you are keeping their nervous system in a state of fight or flight. You are not just hurting their feelings. You are causing premature cellular aging. You are quietly, unintentionally, stealing months, or even years, off their life. So what is the solution? How do you stop the bad behavior without breaking their trust? It starts with a hard truth. If you didn't catch them in the exact second they were doing it, you are too late. The teaching moment is gone. Take a deep breath, clean up the mess, and forgive them. Instead of punishment, focus on management. If your dog chews shoes, put the shoes in a closet. If they have accidents in the house, they might be dealing with an underlying medical issue, or they simply need to be taken outside more often. Set them up for success, not for failure. Our pets rely on us for their entire world. We are their safety. We are their peace. Don't be the unpredictable storm they have to fear. We are Vitaspan. We believe that understanding their minds is the key to protecting their bodies. If this video changed the way you see your dog, please share it. Hit the subscribe button to learn the real science of pet longevity, and we will see you in the next one. Take care of them,